Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It has been a while. Turns out it's a lot harder to get a hold of guys during the season than it is during the off season. So with us today, we got Dezmond Forrest out of Weatherford, running back. Just man, first noticed this guy very first game of the season last year. Torched Granbury, just absolutely tore them apart, and it's what really set me off on this guy and started noticing him a little bit more and more. And I mean, you can see all these highlights here. He busts runs left and right and just takes it to the house constantly. Um, Running game, passing game, you name it, the guy can do it. And we were trying to get him on there last year. Like I said, it's a little bit more difficult during the season to find free time for everybody. First interview going into this new season, and man, I'm glad to have him on there. Des, how are you doing today, man?
I'm real good. I'm doing real good. How about yourself?
Doing real good. Glad to have you on the show, man. Just jump right into it. Take me back through the season. Go back to that very first game against Granbury, and just kind of take me through how the season went for you, man.
It was a great season. Going in that first game, I felt like I had a chip on my shoulder because I was an eligible sophomore year, so I felt like I had a little bit to prove. And so, I was just telling my guys, the entire pregame, I was like, same game, same results, just a different year because we played them the year before on JV, and I had 5 touchdowns. So I was telling them, we're just gonna repeat the same thing as last year. And before I knew it, I had broken records and stuff like that. So that was a real fun game. And the rest of the season, we struggled a bit. We started off real good, and then we got the district, and we started to struggle a little bit. After a 6-point loss to San Angelo on the road, I definitely put a little frustration on our back, and we just fueled off of that and won as many games as we could from there. And in the playoff game, we lost by 6 to Arlington Bowie, who was a really good team. We competed real hard, all 4 quarters. But yeah, it was a real good season.
It definitely looks like it. I mean, all your highlights here. You've got how long is this thing? I don't even remember. It's 4.5 minutes of just touchdowns, touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, and I mean, you absolutely lit it up out there. I know you had a really good quarterback and Ken Seals out there lighting it up. Um, you and him looks like y'all have a real good friendship on Twitter, from what I can see. What was that like having somebody like him and you in the backfield with him? Tell me about that friendship a little bit.
It all started freshman year before I moved to Weatherford. My uncle was texting me. He was like, "Hey, you're actually playing with the number one quarterback in the state." From there, it was like one day I was sitting in Spanish to my old school, and I looked him up on YouTube, and I just started watching his highlights from there. I was like, "Man, this kid's real good." So I DM'd him and told him I was heading out to Weatherford, and he was told me he was excited to have me. And then my first day at Weatherford, I actually ended up having a class with them. So just to bring the class together, working out the school together. So it was a pretty tight bond. Me and him were two of the top players on the offense, so we knew we had to just bond and be stuck together like glue. So he just pushed me on and off the field to be a better person and athlete. And me and him just gotten really close over the years. And yeah, that was really fun to be able to play alongside with him.
From what I can see, everything you said definitely truth. He definitely. I got to talk to him a little bit during the recruiting for the season, and outstanding young man. Everything you said about him is definitely true. But we're here for you, so let's go on a little bit more. Who did you get to talk to, and what visits did you get to take during the season?
I only took one. I took one to UNT, and there's been coaches coming by like crazy this last week or two, and they've been coaches been telling me they've been interested in me. I know you said like SFA. They were interested. Abilene Christian came by asking. That during the season, Baylor came by and they liked me. TCU came by a few weeks ago. I got to talk to their inside receivers coach. He seemed like he was pretty interested. So I'm just waiting on the spring to come around, and hopefully, more I get to draw more attention then.
Hey, like I said, that first game you popped on my radar real quick with that record game, and I was following you since then. A lot of other teams have been starting to hop on that train now a little bit more. Follow a few things that you've been doing. The big time to blow up that I've noticed just in the last year of doing all this is the camp circuit. You start lighting up the camp circuit, pop down an insane 40 time, which speed definitely does not look like it's an issue for you going off your film. Um, you go out there and just light up the camp circuit, and that's a real quick and easy way to get noticed. But going back with the camp circuit right there, are you planning on going to any school camps, any kind of Under Armour camps, the opening, anything like that this off season?
Oh, most definitely. I plan on hitting up a lot of camps, in Texas, hopefully get a few out of state. Um, yeah, I definitely plan on going to camps, Coach Mathis talks to me all the time and tells me like, all the coaches that come through, they want to see one thing, or they want to see a couple of things, but the main thing is they tell him is they want to see us at their camps, competing and working hard. And so I definitely plan on hitting up a bunch of camps this summer.
Yeah, camp season's a real big way to get noticed. I know the opening's a massive one. Rivals has a few out there, but you mentioned a few schools that you had gone and visited. Are there any other ones that haven't come to either see you or you go to see them, but have been in contact with you?
Really, UNT's been the biggest one. Not a lot of schools have been in contact with me recently.
All right, you said a few big ones in there, and TCU and Baylor. Those are definitely ones to take notice. Abilene Christian got a new coach over there recently, I believe, and they're no slouch there either. They're looking to turn their program around there. Just a lot of good things going for a bunch of Texas schools right now. And you said you're going to try and hit up some out-of-state camps, get noticed there a little bit more. And I'm going to be pushing your name like crazy. One of the things about running backs that some people like to harp on for some reason is size of a running back. And me, I love the short running backs. I'm all about the small running backs because you disappear behind the line. I mean, nobody can see you back there, and especially with your speed and your acceleration, by the time they see where you're at, you're already gone. And I mean, Puka's a big one like that. One of my previous interviews was a smaller running back, and then of course Aaron Dumas, who I really want to get on the show later on, out of El Paso. He's a smaller running back and just lit up the state with over 2,000 yards. But you guys are a whole different breed, and love watching y'all's film out there and light it up. Just as we close it out here, man, you got anything else to say going into this next season? What are some of your goals?
Just be a leader and lead my team, to playoffs. And we got a pretty nice schedule lined up for us, and I'm ready to take it on. We got our Alito for week 1, in Weatherford, so that's something I'm really looking forward to because we haven't played since I can't even remember when. But I'm just ready to lead my team, and I feel like we got another chip on our shoulder, just going back into the season because we all felt like that playoff game should have been ours. So now we're just going to work hard this off season, and when the season rolls around, just do what we do and go to work and hopefully get a playoff win this year.
That's awesome, man. I'm literally looking forward to it. You're definitely one on my radar to keep an eye on the things that you do this year. Like I said, I'm going to be pushing your name. I'm getting a lot more contacts doing this, a whole lot more. I'm definitely pushing your name going forward, trying to get you somewhere. Really looking forward to the things you're doing. Hope you go out there and break your own record again from somebody else. Just light it up. But man, you have a great rest of the day, and it was awesome talking to you. I look forward to seeing what you're going to do the rest of the year.
Thanks for having me.
All right, not a problem. Thanks, man.